All right, so today we're gonna have a quick burner. Angelina tested it for me yesterday. It took her about 10 minutes. It's gonna be 3 rounds of 40 air squats, 20 kettlebell cleans with one hand, then 20 kettlebell cleans with the other hand. Could be done with a dumbbell as well, or really any kind of weight you can get a good grip with. And then 40 Russian twists. We're gonna do that 3 times, 3 rounds. It's a lot of reps, but each rep goes by pretty quick. Like none of those movements should take a particularly long time. Before we do that, we're gonna warm up with the stick, practice some moves with that. I want to keep all of those barbell movements kind of fresh in your memory for when the day we can go back to the gym. It's not going to be, starting from zero. So before we grab the stick, you can put it down. And let's pop that squat. Oh. Elbows to the inside of your knees, press them together, then get your chest up, try to keep your feet flat. Stretch out those hips. Everything's kind of cranky for me. Give me about 8 squats. Really squeeze your butt hard at the top. Once you've done 8, go down to the bottom again. And just kind of lean over one knee and kind of press that knee forward. Try and keep your heel down, but just push it forward. Get a little bit of a stretch in your ankle. You can kind of wiggle it a smidgen. A little tight. Switch sides, lean over the other one. My right ankle is always a little bit tighter than my left, so I have to really lean my weight forward. Stand that up. Okay, next, what we're gonna do is, I got a sideways view here. What I'm gonna do is, you can see my back is straight here, right? I'm going to hinge mostly at my hips, and I'm going to kind of do like the first part of a good morning. A little bend of the knees is fine until you get to, I'm really tight today, wow. Until you get to either horizontal or as far as you can go. And after that, you're then going to tuck your chin and roll down, and then roll all the way back up. So again, back is straight until you're about halfway. Then tuck your chin and one vertebrae at a time, roll down, and roll back up. And just keep going. And I've never been flexible going this direction. So this is always kind of a problem, a problem for me. I have great mobility for the bottom of a squat, but ask me to touch my toes with my knees straight, and I got issues. I will say, the most flexible I ever was going this direction was when I was in college. I took a modern dance class, and we spent, the instructor for it was wonderful. We spent like 30 minutes warming up every single class, and we would do like stuff like this for like half of it. So by the end of that class, I could get my palms flat with my legs straight and everything, but anything short of that, That doesn't work for me. All right, wiggle that out a little bit. Let's get kind of a wide stance going on here. And I want you to keep your heel on the floor. Just get basically a Cossack squat. And I like the faraway foot. I point that up, and I get a nice little stretch going here. But we don't want to stay here too long. We don't want to stay in stretches too long before we work out. So go ahead and switch to the other side. And switch. Switch. And switch. One more time, switch. Yeah. Next is to rotate your shoulders. Rotate back. Or whatever other direction. I think I did back first. This will give it a hug. And up. And twist. Okay, grab your stick. And with the stick, you're going to first hold it like a sword. You're going to put this, make sure the shot, behind your elbow like this. Then the other hand is going to reach in front and underneath your elbow. That's going to grab. And then that bottom hand is going to pull. And get a nice good stretch that way. This is going to look a little bit like the front rack position if you had a heavy barbell. So a nice good stretch there. You can kind of freestyle with this. You can go sideways, you can go up and down. Just trying to find a tight little corner, give it a little bit of a stretch. Don't force it anywhere it doesn't want to go, of course. And then you gotta switch sides. So again, you're gonna hold it like a sword. You're gonna get it behind your elbow. The other hand reaches underneath, grabs hold, and then that bottom hand is just gonna pull that. So nice good stretch in your front rack, and you can wiggle around a little bit. And my shoulders are super tight. So you're going to grab it with both hands now. You're going to try and pull this to your shoulders. You can see that as best you can with your elbows slightly in front of the bar. So don't let your elbows creep back here. I'm going to shove those elbows so they're in front of the bar. And from here, you're going to try and keep your belly nice and tight, like you can take a punch to the gut. You're going to squeeze your belly, squeeze your bum. You're going to pull your chin. Let me see if I can show you this way. Pull your chin in, like you're trying to give yourself a double chin. Press this up. And bring it back down. Give me about 8 of those. Shoulders are super tight. Put it behind your back, and from here, we're going to use this to kind of stretch our shoulders a little bit more. So look at me back here. Like if we're going to do like a back squat, normally the high bar back squat, the bar would be on top of your traps like this. But it's a better stretch for your shoulders, which is what we're doing right now, to go into like a low bar position. So right now, I'm going to go a little bit smidgen wider with my grip. And I'm going to kind of wiggle this bar lower on my back. See that? And there's like another little shelf right back there. And if I turn around or show you at the side here, that opens up my chest quite a bit. So especially if you have some tight shoulders, this is a great position to practice, kind of open that up. So now we're going to do some squats like this. So with the bar over Let's see, situate with the bar over the middle of my foot. I'm going to sit my hips back and down. And bring it back up, squeeze my butt nice and hard. Give me about 8 of those. Good. Go ahead and release that. All right, we're going to spend a few minutes practicing kind of like a power clean and power jerk, just to, again, keep those movements nice and fresh in your mind, even though it might just be with a stick. And then we're going to do the workout. Yeah, again, the workout's not going to take very long. Like I said, Angelina did it in like 10 minutes, so we're going to hope to be similarly quick, maybe not as quick, because she's pretty quick. But anyway, you got to grab your bar. You can put this down like so. I'm going to go a little wider, just a smidgen, because I'm going to catch it a little bit wider. From here, we're going to do kind of like a hang power clean. So if you watch it from the side, we're going to hit position 1, which is just sitting your hips straight down. Then we're going to sit our hips back. Position 2. Now from here, I'm going to come back to 1. So it's going to start from this position. I'm going to come back to 1. It's going to hit my legs, and I'm going to jump from there. And then as the bar is moving up, I'm going to move down. And I'm going to catch it, again, with my elbows in front of the bar as best I can. I know it's hard with the stick. Let's do that. Ready? So let's hit 1, hit 2, and then when I say go, do exactly what I just did. Ready? Go. And again, I'll show you from this angle. Hit 1, hit 2, and then go. Give me 5 more. 1, 2, go. 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 Good. And then once we have it in our front rack, we're going to do what's called a power jerk today. So kind of the way that makes sense to me when I talk about the terminology, like let's say what's the difference between a push jerk and a power jerk? For me, I usually emphasize the feet to differentiate that. So what I mean by that is usually a push jerk, I don't have the feet move, and then a power jerk, I have the feet move. So for example, for a push jerk, if you watch my feet here, it's a dip, drive, dip. And then for a power jerk, it's dip, drive, dip. But you're going to move your feet in the same fashion you would a power clean. So in a power clean, I'm going to move my feet a little bit wider. In a power jerk, I'm going to move the feet a little bit wider. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Me. Awesome. So we're going to do 5 of those. You can start with the bar at your shoulders and just do the power jerk, and we're going to put them together after this. So go ahead with me. I'll show you the side as well. Again, 5 of those. Ready and go. I think that's fine. Now we're just going to do both of those together. So we're going to do a hang clean into a power jerk. Well, a hang power clean into a power jerk. So the whole thing, show you from an angle here. I'm going to get to 2, and then I'm going to power clean it, stand it up, reset, power jerk. And that would be 1. We're going to do 5 of those, and then we're going to move on. At your own pace, go ahead. And then slam the bar down to just PR. Okay. Are we all good?
Yep.
Yes. Awesome. Go ahead and put that away. And now grab a kettlebell. Let's see. I'm going to try and go a little heavier today. See how that goes. So, we've all done, again, the workout's 3 different movements. We got the air squat, we've got the kettlebell clean, and we've got the Russian twist. We've all done air squats a million times. Just try and make sure that your feet are flat. You're going to get your hip crease right here, below knee level, or as close to that as you can. And you're going to try and keep your back as straight as you can. Okay? So in other words, try and keep your chest up a little bit. If you let your chest go down, that's when you're going to see your back round forward. So keep your chest up, and that'll help you keep a nice straight back. Let's do the clean last. Russian twists, super simple. We've done these 2. We did them last week at some point. So with the Russian twist, only your bum's going to be on the floor, knees are going to be bent, and you're just going to try and twist like so while keeping your feet close together. You can do them with no weight like I just demonstrated, or you can use a light weight. I got this cute little 9-pound kettlebell that I'm going to do. Okay? Now I don't want to scratch the floor, so I'm not going to touch the floor, but I'm going to get pretty close with this. Any questions on the Russian twists? Cool. And then the kettlebell clean, it's just going to be from the hang, whether you're using a kettlebell or a dumbbell. So you're going to point your thumb back in the back swing, and then you're going to pop your hips, and you're just going to, almost like zipping up your jacket, you're going to bring this to the front rack position. So with the kettlebell, my thumb is back right now. See that? I'm going to firmly grip that and go into the hips, pop it up, and bring it forward like so. Show you from the front, and go back, bring it up, back, bring it up. You're going to do all 20 with one hand. 20 with one hand before you switch hands, okay? If you have a dumbbell, let's see, let's pretend that this is a dumbbell, right? You're not going to do any twists with the dumbbell. It just doesn't work very well with the dumbbell, okay? Just the way that it's made, it's going to, it risks hitting your legs. You don't want to do that. So you're going to keep your thumb facing forward like that in the backswing here. So with this, you're going to let this come forward, keep your thumb facing forward. It's like you're holding it like that. Into your hips, just like a kettlebell swing, pop it up, and then bring it up to your shoulder like this. I know a few weeks ago I had you guys getting real comfy in like a front rack position here with the dumbbell. Not for today, because we're going to go fast. We don't have time for that. So for you guys using dumbbells, it's going to be like so. bring it back down, pop it back up. Bring it back down, pop it back up. As best you can, don't let the weight, either the kettlebell or the dumbbell, pull you sideways like this. Okay, this just wreaks havoc everywhere. We got this knee doing funky stuff. My spine was twisting all the way. There's going to be a little bit of a turn, yeah, but try and keep that as minimal as possible. Keep your belly nice and tight. Keep everything as straight as you can. That make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. So again, the workout: 3 rounds, 40 air squats, 20 cleans on one hand, 20 cleans on the other hand, and then 40 Russian twists. Questions, comments, or concerns?
40, 40, 40, pretty much.
Exactly, yes. 40, 40, 40. You just have to switch halfway through the cleans. Yummy. Water. If you guys are ready, I'm ready.
Ready?
It is now 5:23. Let's see if we can do it as fast as Angelina. Although Angelina's pretty quick. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. 40 of these. All right. I think I counted there. I'm not sure. Ah. Come on. Oh, good. 10 minutes, like Angelina. You got it, guys. Almost there, Paul. You can do it. Almost there. Come on.
Well done.
All done. You good, Kathy?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Oh, man. That was a fun one.
Actually, it was.
Yeah, like that was like full-on sprint the entire time. Like nothing was hard enough that made me have to stop, but it was hard enough to make me want to stop, but not have to stop.
We should have done another round.
You want 4 rounds? I don't know. I think
We should have.
you should have. No, I
Sure,
think,
covering
I think 3 was really nice for that one. I think that was perfect. I think 4. I think I would have had to put it down during the cleans if we did 4.
Okay.
I think I like the way that one came out. That was fun. My heart rate got really high. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Okay, so few simple stretches I want to do, and then we'll call it a day. First things first, I'm going to have you just put one leg out straight like this. Then your other leg, go ahead, put that on the other side, like that. And then you're just going to give this knee a nice big hug. If that foot comes off the floor, no big deal. If you're trying to get a nice good stretch over in, you can't see in the picture, but over in the opposite hip. So you give this a nice hug and sit up straight. Stretch the glute. Angelina's making dinner and it smells really good.
Smells good, Angelina.
And then you're gonna put this foot on the floor now. And then the opposite arm is the leg. You're just going to cross it over. You're going to exhale and very easily, very softly, don't force it, just twist a little bit, but don't force it past anywhere that it wants to go. Just a little bit of a twist, don't overdo it. Very, very easily come out of there. Switch the other leg. So the other one's gonna be straight, this one's gonna cross. You're gonna give it a nice big hug. Oh, and get your chest up. Ooh, this one's a little bit tighter for me. I'm getting it right through here. Oh, and breathe. That's feeling a little bit better. And then you put your left foot flat and cross your right arm through. Exhale and very lightly get a little bit of a stretch. Don't force it past anywhere it wants to go. Those birds sound really happy, Kathy.
They are. You have dragonflies. I mean, love bugs are starting to come out though.
All right, get yourself out of there. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm going to cross my legs, and then I'm gonna take a nice deep breath in. And when I exhale, I'm gonna lean forward and try and get my elbows to the floor. And then if this isn't enough for you, you take your hands and just kind of walk them forward. And then you'll walk your hands to one side and breathe. Then you're going to walk your hands to the other side. Walk it back to the middle and walk it back up. And then whatever way your legs are crossed, whoop, cross them the other way and do the same thing. Take a nice deep breath. Bring it on down. And if this is a good enough stretch, you can just stay here. But if you want to do what we just did again, walk your hands out in front, walk it to one side. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Again, never force it past where it wants to go. Stretches should be a little bit on the relaxed side. Walk it to the other side. That side isn't as bad. My left side's a lot tighter. Bring it back to center. And walk it back up. Oh. And that's all I got for you guys. This was fun. I like this workout a lot. Any questions for me on anything? Nope.
You know what we're doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? I forget exactly what we're doing tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's gonna be great, whatever it is.
Okay.
All right, have a good one, you guys.
Thanks, Joe.
Go eat something good.
Oh yeah.